Hi there guys, this is Cassandra. I'm a Riffle in Time and I'm so glad you're here. Today we are doing just a hangout chit chat monthly favorites video. So I have some decks here that I'll do at the end. So if you want to just skip ahead, you can. I have some kind of like creative stuff, a deck mod, and we'll talk about some creators and videos and stuff that I've been enjoying. I have been really loving seeing everybody's VRs to my videos, and I've been finding a lot of channels that way. So I did like the 5 tarot deck, 5 oracle deck challenge videos, and I found so many channels that way recently that for some reason YouTube was not suggesting to me. So algorithm, get on your stuff because I've been missing out on a lot of channels. Actually, probably my most watched channel this month was Tarot Magpie, and I had not known about their channel until like that hashtag, because it like I found that I can see where people mention me. I found out how to find this, but I can see when people mention me, so I can go watch their videos. And I like I've only figured out how to do it like on the actual computer, so I don't always get there, but I try to go and watch everybody's video, so that's really cool. But that's probably, actually Tarot Magpie has probably been like my most watched channel this month. I did a VR of their kind of like, I can't remember what it was called, but it was like the transitional decks from the winter to spring. And spring, please come. Probably my favorite thing about January is that it is over. I am not a fan of January, so it's been really nice having some new channels to watch, some other content creators that like I've been enjoying. I'm like always kind of lurking in the backgrounds is what I was going to say, but that sounds really weird. But I'm always like kind of like watching everybody else's stuff just as much as I'm making stuff. So lurking in the background. Somebody help me. But no, so January is not historically just my month. It's just not my month, and it never will be, I don't think. I always physically feel the worst. I think I might have shared before, but it's like the anniversary of my mom's death. So that's always like it's no matter how many years it's been, it's always like an experience over again. And I swear to you, I don't know if it's just because it's Ohio. I don't know if everyone else is having like the dreariest month of their life, but January is always like, I can get through it. And it literally feels like the longest month of the year. I don't know why, but I have done the most to try to get through it. So one of the things I'm so glad I started doing again was journaling. I talked about actually last year that I wanted to get back into journaling more, and I just did not make it happen last year. And I made it happen this year, and I'm so proud of myself. I showed a peek of this in my like the ways I work with my decks video. So this is my little journal. And I actually made a second, I just about flipped that off the table. I made a second one just for tarot because I was finding that I was already taking up a lot of pages on tarot. So I did my little goal and like my little picture. This is my 12 magical nights little ritual. I have my year ahead spread, just like what cards I pulled. Then I was doing that journaling by 3 a.m. tarot, not challenge, but it was like a weekly thing that we were doing. And I started putting my prompt stuff in there. And then here's another tarot related one. And like I was doing some other stuff here, but I found like I was really heavily doing tarot. So a card pull, more tarot. So, well, oracle too, but like we did some new moon card pulling, and it's so funny, but like 50% of it was turning into, I also did some love letters. So I printed out some comments that you guys have left on like either videos or where you've reached out. And it was just like I needed some positive love, and it was just really sweet to like, so yeah, I have some of those printed out in here, and it just felt really special. My son also drew his first like people, like actual people looking people. And that was really cool. And I just had a lot of fun doing the journal. I started manifesting the dream shop. I think I have a video coming up. It's like a journal with me video. I like talked a lot about that, but I've been really dreaming of this, like this space, and I'm manifesting it. So there's some more taroting there. Some New Orleans. I've taken a couple trips to New Orleans and really missing it this time of year. Some artsy little silly things. My comforts of this month, which this I did so I could be able to tell you. I've been journaling. I've been recording on YouTube, which has been so much fun. I've been pulling a card as much as possible to kind of keep me centered. When I'm like feeling really overwhelmed or upset, I take a shower, I sing, I take a bath, I dance, I do something that's like completely different than what I'm doing. And water, for some reason, has always like really been a good refresher for me. Moving my body, singing, even making some just like noise. I have like, it's so funny. I get like really obsessed with like one thing to eat, and it'll be like my thing. So I've been having ramen and grilled cheese every single day. So just in case you were wondering. I also have been just really dreaming of like going outside. I've just been dreaming about spring so hard. I want to share this with you. This is my mom, and I have some little photos, but I did a little note to her that was really sweet. Things I'm grateful for, and just little messages. Something that I really had fun doing is I was making up my own journal prompts, like what color is grateful? What does gratitude feel like in my body? And what are things that have made you feel grateful recently? So that was fun. For the full moon in Leo, me and my son did a sticker collage, and I was like, I love myself. I also did like a little vision board kind of vibe for February, and that was really fun. And then I'll share with you my tarot one. I actually just recently got in a new deck that I want to talk to you about, and I think I did a deck haul. I have several videos recorded right now, but I moved my full spread from the year ahead over here, and I did like my card of the month, which I actually am recording this on February 1st, so I need to do that card of the month. I'm so glad I recorded this. I also did one with Blood Moon, and this was like a little poem I wrote. Then I had the Ritual Tarot and another new deck that I will be sharing in that deck haul. And then I just did one with Outgrow Yourself, where I was also making up my own prompts and then kind of writing it out. And so I've just really been loving this. This has been like the thing getting me through January, really. Just this poor journal, these journals have been like holding the world together. But I've been having just an absolute blast doing that. I also, because of Tarot Magpie, actually, I edged my first deck. I have been doing, I don't know if you caught it, but I think it was my November or December like monthly favorite video. I had done my first deck mod ever, and I trimmed a deck. Well, I edged my first one. And again, it's not a perfect edging, but I was so obsessed with the hold on. So let's do it this way. The yellow on yellow. This is how I need to do like another good coat probably, but mostly because I have a really worn copy of Outgrow Yourself because I use it so frequently. And there are parts that like where I had previously chipped the cardstock that didn't take as well. So I'm gonna like go over it again, but I love it. I think it's so perfect. I love the brightness that it adds to it. I also, I did a fun thing. I had oh my gosh, my pre-loved decks. That was another thing I did. I was so busy in January, intentionally so, but I added the pre-loved decks to the website, and when I was doing that, I had a deck that I couldn't salvage. The box is too damaged, a couple cards were damaged, and this is the Crystal the Stone deck. And I took them and I made them into bookmarks, and I think I actually posted them on the site. I went through and I matched the tassel. I had so much fun doing this. But I matched the tassel to the crystal. And if you know the Crystal Stone deck, by the way, it has like a back where it tells you about the crystal. but I literally had the best time doing this. I love doing like little crafty things. So that was so much fun. And I love to repurpose a deck. I love to. I hate when they go to waste. So you will always find me out here trying to find a way to like make it new again. There was something else I wanted to share. So I did the pre-loved decks on the website. What else did I do? I feel like I did something else shop related that felt important. I can't remember. I started the Yoga with Adrienne challenge this month, and I made it almost to day 20 before the flare-up took my body, and I am hopefully on the other side and I can pick it back up. I'm going to finish the challenge, but I definitely had some rougher days. I had some doctor days. Been at the doctor a lot this month, and just not feeling well. Unfortunately, my blood pressure has been really high too, because of course it is. But I had mentioned that 3 a.m. like weekly kind of journal prompt. It's not a course. I don't know what to, like, I joined it, I paid money for it, but I don't know how to, like, I don't know what words to use for it, but it was really fun. It was like every like Monday, I think it was, we got like a full thing as like different journal prompts, different things to do, and I really enjoyed that. It was like a good like reflective practice, and obviously I used it a lot in my journal. Then what is something else? Oh, I did my big brave thing. Okay, so one of my goals this year was to do like things that made me feel brave and bold. And so I did the first like class I've ever went to, one, and I did it by myself, which I don't do things by myself normally. Because I don't drive, I don't have like the physical capabilities of getting places. And also like going somewhere and doing something is kind of scary by yourself when you've not done it before. But I went to a pottery class and I had a lot of fun. Hopefully here next month, I will be able to show you like after like the stuff's fired and like you can see what I made, but that was really fun. I had a really good time. Lost Petal Pottery here in town does like really cool like witchy vibes. Actually, pause. Actually not pause, just hold still. This, I think I've shown before, but this is from Lost Petal Pottery. I actually bought it like last year. I really, really love this. I use this as like on my altar piece. I don't actually drink out of it, but you can. It's like drinking safe. And I just love, I love the shop slash, I also love like the offerings. I'm doing another class here next Friday, actually. So I'm doing another class next Friday, but I'm going with my friend. We're going to be doing these like little luminaries. It's going to be really fun. So I'm trying to be bold and brave. So watch me go. Watch me go. Then, is there anything else before I get into it? I don't know. I usually have a crystal for the month, but honestly, it's just this bracelet. This is like, there's some like kind of like trade name to it now. I think it's like Super 7 or something, but it's like amethyst with a bunch of different variety of crystals, and I don't know what it all is. I can't ever remember what's all in it, but honestly, it's the amethyst that brings me in. I broke my only like amethyst bracelet. My grandma was a very big like amethyst gal, and it always makes me think of her, and her support is always like, I think January is the time it's just like I need it on my body. And it just has been like, I don't know, purple has been my color. I actually never liked purple for like pretty much my whole life until I fell in love with lavender, like the plant. And then everything lavender is mine. Actually, my tank top right now is lavender. I just love lavender. And I've been really enjoying that random color for the month for you too, lavender. So let's look at some decks. I don't know if any of this will surprise you because I feel like I was pretty silent the first half of January on like all other platforms, but I have this last week started posting again. And if you have seen anything, it's been from apparitions. I swear to you, Apparition Tarot just snuck in and stole my heart. So I did a this or that video of like decks I wanted to get back in the shop, and Iris was one of those decks I had been thinking about getting back in the shop, and I'm glad I did. I restocked Iris. If you're here for the monthly favorites, you most likely know, but in case you didn't, I mentioned the shop and then again didn't tell you. I've mentioned it several times. Riffle in Time is my like tarot / metaphysical shop where I specialize in indie decks. So I usually try to leave that in the description below as well, but this is one of the decks that I have been really looking forward to bringing back this year. That was what I've done. I've done a ton of restocking in January. So Iris came back into the shop, and with it, I had been considering bringing in Apparition, and we talked about it in that video, and I decided to do it. I had a good feedback, and I did it, and I have been so in love with this deck. I knew I was going to love it, but I love it more than I even thought I was going to, and I don't know why it reads so perfectly to me. I also really love the guidebook's so little, and like they're just like little paragraphs, but they always seem just like chef's kiss. It's like a perfect little perspective. I just love it, and I've had really sweet, loving readings with it. Like even like a couple that are like side-eyeing me, but still like just loving and sweet, and it's been really good. I've been smitten. I couldn't help it. I haven't been able to stop using it. I've posted it like 5 times in a row, I think, on IG. It's that bad. It's that bad. I've been pairing it up. Obviously been pairing it a lot with Iris, but I think I also paired it with a couple other decks that I posted as well. And then, again, I feel no surprise, but the Ritual Tarot. I told you this one. And what's actually crazy, I thought that I would have used Tarot of the Cosmic Seed a lot this month, but I have not. I've instead been using some other decks. Oh, I've been using the Ritual Tarot, which we all knew was real. I've been very in love with. I've been pairing this, as you saw in my tarot journal, with another deck that I will probably show next month because I got it very late in the month this month, and I don't want to put it as a favorite yet. I'll save it for next month because I am no way going to stop using it, but even before, I was pulling a lot from the Ritual Tarot. I've been really just enjoying it. It's so beautiful. I've been like taking pictures and printing them out and putting them in my journal even, just like it's felt like really good to use. And it is, again, a newer deck in the shop, so I've definitely I get really excited when I get decks in. And sometimes I'll use them a ton. Sometimes, though, that doesn't happen. Like, I'll get kind of sidetracked, but I don't know if I mentioned the Outgrow Yourself, but just pretty much assume if I don't mention it, always Outgrow Yourself. Just always. And then probably always Death Doula as well. Death Doula, as I mentioned in that one video that I was talking about where we were talking about transitional decks from the winter to spring, this is one of those decks that feels really natural for me to pick up right now. I'll look outside and my immediate thought is, I need to pick up Death Doula. I need to pull a card. And are these literally the whole deck's upside down? And I'm flipping every single one. Very on brand, guys. But I will never stop loving this deck. It's just, it can't happen. I can't love a deck this much and then just stop. I just feel like I really have been enjoying using the little rituals or meditations or what have you that are with each card, something different with every card. But it's just been so good. It's like a direction I needed. That's why I think I really enjoyed the journaling practice and like the yoga practice. Again, pulling a card, doing the ritual. It's like direction. And like when you're overwhelmed, lots going on, it's like really nice to just be guided sometimes. And I love it. Also, I was going to mention, I don't know where it is right now. I was using Reclaim quite a bit, and then Poesis, like I said I would. I paired those two together. I really enjoyed that, but I have been pulling from Reclaim, even on its own, a good bit. I run off with things sometimes, and I don't put them away. But those were definitely like probably my main decks of this month. There might be one or two that I'm just misremembering. That's why I'm like looking at my shelf. I'm like, I don't want to share the ones that I just got because I got really excited this like last week. Literally like a week ago, I got in several new decks. That's why I did my first ever deck haul, because for whatever reason, they just all arrived. I had like a Kickstarter, a pre-orders, like things just kind of happened. Then I don't know if I'm going to post it. We'll have to see how the footage came out. But I did an unboxing of the Page of Cups subscription box. I'm going to be doing that like each quarter. And I don't know how the video turned out, so we'll have to double check if I can salvage it. There's always something happening, I swear to you. I definitely have been really relying on the decks. I also was using the Circo Tarot, which I told you about in that last video. I've been trying to pull from it more. It's been really nice to like reconnect with it after so long, but I think really just showing up here has been like my favorite thing of the month, is just like recording videos and talking to you and feeling like I'm talking to the other side of the void, you know? Other people who understand you know, about the decks and about the life and about the things. So thank you for being here. I've been really loving hearing from everybody. I like always make time to like respond, and people will like laugh about how quickly I respond sometimes, but if I can, I respond pretty much like right away as soon as I get the notification, because like I'm just excited. So hi, I'm excited to be here. I love you. I will see you like several times this month, so